No, so she'll be happy with Starbucks. Will she be happy with the forecast today? I think so,
yes,
right?
she will. Thanks to you.
Yeah.
Thank this man for your good weather.
We're helping out. Hopefully I'm helping your cause at home as well. Now, we've seen very consistent weather over the past 5 days or so. Since last weekend, highs have ranged between 74 and 78 in the Springs. That's above the average high of 71. In Pueblo, even more consistency here between 83 and 85 every day since last Saturday. Average high is 77. Today's highs will be a few notches warmer, and then that heat is expected to peak by Friday afternoon. I mentioned going into the commercial break, could be threatening records or getting close to records in some areas. Hold tight another few minutes. I'm going to highlight that when we get to the Super 7-day forecast. Now, this weekend, we have some incoming energy that'll bring more wind than anything else to the region. It will cool down temperatures into next week and result in some possible showers as we head towards next Tuesday. Right now in the Springs, it's cooler than what we saw this same time back on Wednesday morning. Your current temperature in the upper 40s, also sitting in the upper 40s in Pueblo. So in the short term, high pressure still going to dominate the picture, and this ridge is extending its influence all the way up towards the U.S.-Canadian border. Look at these highs today across the Central Plains. 88 in Minneapolis. That's almost 10 degrees warmer than us. We'll be in the mid-80s in Chicagoland and St. Louis with some cooler air out across the northwest. That is on the eastern side of that incoming low, and that cool down is heading our direction next. So savor the sunshine today, savor the warm-up. Highs this afternoon on the plains into the 80s and 90s, and we stick with that sunshine all the way throughout the day on Thursday. No signs of any precip here in southern Colorado. Now, high pressure will build even closer into the central and northern plains by Friday, allowing for that low to move on shore and then push that energy off to the northeast, crossing the Rocky Mountain states by Friday night and Saturday. Now, the bulk of the low is going to stay north of us, and that means we won't really see any precip outside of the mountains here in Colorado. Maybe some northern Colorado showers, but the chance of rain locally is going to be very low until early next week. So good news there. No signs of any rain impacting the weekend plans. Rain chances only around 10% each day in the Springs. Wind will be the bigger story. Now on Friday, that's the chase for the record warmth, right? 84 the forecast. Current record's 87. Still warm with some downslope gusts on Saturday, and these wind speeds, folks, could be up around 30, maybe even 35 miles an hour in some wind-prone spots. By next week, 60s replacing the 70s and 80s we've seen this week. In Pueblo, 86 today, 91 on Friday, and then a mixed bag of temperatures this weekend with the wind the big story, breezy and cooler into early next week. For Canyon City, 80s here through at least Saturday. We're down to the 60s and 70s from Sunday into the middle parts of next week. And really just a one-and-done shower chance that I see on Tuesday. For Woodland Park, we've got dry skies in the forecast through the weekend. Should be good weather overall to get outside, see some of the changing leaves. But Saturday is going to be pretty windy out there in Teller County. By Monday, highs feeling fall-like, and the possibility of showers follow Tuesday to Wednesday.